Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the new and updated Chrissy B Show. Now, you might have noticed our new title sequence and logo played out just now. Well, hopefully you did, because tonight we are very, very proud to relaunch the new look for the Chrissy B Show. Can I get hooray? Hooray! Wow, that was fabulous, guys. So that's right, we've given ourselves a makeover, and hopefully you guys at home will like it as much as we do. And in celebration of this new beginning for us here at the Chrissy B Show, tonight is going to be all about just that, new beginnings. And listen to this, we are now in our 5th season starting tonight, which is a massive achievement for all of us. And of course, we couldn't have done it without you at home supporting us. So thank you so, so much. So remember, the show is to help you guys at home. So if there's an issue or topic that you'd like to cover, which can help you lead a happier and healthier life, which is of course our slogan, then please do let us know by filling in the form on our website, chrissybshow.tv. Now, today's special guests are some very familiar faces and some new ones too. So we've invited all of our regular speakers and contributors to join us tonight to commemorate this Chrissy B Show milestone, starting with Coach Chris Brown. Give us a wave, Chris. Sharon Lawton, Excel Shiamumo, Dr. Rob Hicks, Teresa Megan Gregoire, Cynthia Liza Gregoire, Helena Shard, Hannah Richards, Jonathan Fall, and Dr. Nihara Kraus. Now, have I missed anyone out? We have almost, because we have our new lovely reporters, Jenny Ibanez Cortez and Leanna Lambert. So happy they're all here with us. And guys, you're all looking fantastic, I have to say. Well, there's plenty of stuff happening tonight, so stay tuned. But before we move forward and give you a taste of what this show has in store for you all in the very near future, let me tell you how this show was first put together 3 years ago. So what happened was, as you all know, my background is that I was very depressed and had panic attacks for 7 years. And I eventually got help. I went to a charity called the Usikeji Help Centre, who are actually the charity that sponsors this show to go out 3 times a week. And I started working for this charity eventually after I got through the problems and the issues that I was going through. And then one day, the founder of the Usikeji Help Centre worldwide, which is Bishop Badir Macedo, he was visiting London and he called me to help him with something. And he was asking me what I was doing. And I told him at the time I was actually doing 3 other shows, all sponsored by the same charity. So I was telling him about what I was doing, and he said, "What do you think if you were to do your own show?" So I was like, okay. In my head, it was like, I can't do this, it's too much. I don't know if I'll be any good at it. But I just said yes. So I thought it's an opportunity, and what the focus, his idea was to actually focus on mental health topics, because he's also aware that this is a worldwide problem. Now, this is a man that has helped literally millions of people around the world. He does seminars with like thousands of people in attendance. And I was actually very humbled by the fact that he considered me for this role. And I was very flattered. I felt completely unprepared. I hadn't done my own show before. I was always with other co-presenters. I didn't know how the show would pan out, but I took a leap of faith, because this is the stuff that I pass on to other people when I'm helping others, and I talk to them about going for stuff and trying something new. So this was now my turn, my opportunity. So I grabbed it with both hands, and I'm so, so glad that I did, because we're here today. It's been an amazing and challenging and fun 3 years, and it's awesome how much we've done on this show. So let's travel back and check out the highlights of the Chrissy B Show's 3 years and 4 seasons of existence. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Chrissy B Show. And tonight's topic will focus on all about happiness. We're going to hopefully inspire you to get out there and try out new activities, or just learn something new, no matter how old you think you might be getting. And of course, here on the Chrissy B Show, we're going to do our bit, since this is what our show is really all about.
The first ever Chrissy B Show premiered on 1st of July 2012 on Sky's My Channel at 9:30 p.m. in the evening. Straight away, the Chrissy B Show dived into topics that weren't covered by mainstream media, but were very relatable and offered viewers guidance and helpful advice at the very same time.
The show is actually going to bring a positive light on things, and actually, guide people, inform them on how they can make the best out of even a bad situation. So now we're going to speak to Rachel for a little while and just to find out why it is that she lost her confidence in the first place and how she's feeling about herself at the moment.
Throughout the years, the show has had some brave guests.
Oh, hello Nina. Oh, this is my lovely cat. Now, she might be a bit afraid. She doesn't know where she is.
You know, this is the hell that I went through, and that I came out of it. I survived it, and I've managed to create a completely different life. And it's been very, very hard work, but I'm here. You know, I've left my past behind me. I've learnt a hell of a lot of lessons.
My guests today are Gloria Barker, whose husband took his own life, and she'll be telling us how this affected her and the family and how she's come to terms with her loss.
He committed suicide 15 years ago. He did have an alcohol problem.
And we're speaking today about how addiction can affect families. And with me tonight I have Mandy Saligari, and I also have Nikki, whose husband is addicted to drugs. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us.
Some truly inspiring stories.
First guest here is Simran Kahani, who was a survivor. Actually, you were disowned by your family, and you've come through it, you've survived, and you're here to tell your story.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, so I'm bipolar, I've got depression, and then it starts to limit you. Well, that doesn't have to be the case, and for me it was about saying, okay, I want to live now, and if I'm going to live, I'm going to give it my best shot.
Tell us about your dad, like before he got dementia. What was he like?
He was a lovely guy. You know, they lived pretty much for each other, Mum and Dad did. He really never moved far his whole life. He was in fact born at number 13 Meadway, and then when they got married, he moved to number 3 Meadway.
I've applied to university, which I thought I never would do.
Oh, great. Okay.
And I'm going to be studying law, which has always been my dream too.
And of course, it wouldn't be the Chrissy B Show without some great top tips from Chrissy herself.
He's committed to you, you're committed to him, you make sure that you've got the same goals, you're on the same wavelength and everything, then it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. When you actually make a move to do something, help does come from different places. When people see that you're passionate about something, they will come and help. Yeah. You're a couple, you're going through financial problems, maybe it's something that you haven't gone through before. You know, it's something that's maybe come out of the blue, one of you lost their job, for example. And then if you shut yourself off from each other, that's the worst thing you can do, because you need to still communicate, you need to talk about the problem, don't pretend it's not there. Because when you...
We've also had some awesome fun days out.
Say they came from Saturn.
Then some challenging times too.
Hi, did you just say relaxing?
Yeah.
That's the last thing this is going to be. I'm Aaron.
Hi Aaron, I'm Chrissy.
Nice to meet you.
This is amazing because you actually get to touch the animals and they're so close. It's an amazing experience. Trying to eat my hand.
Health, fashion and beauty have always had a significant role on the show as well.
And I'm now joined by Clive DeCarl, a health and longevity researcher and educator. And he's going to be showing us how you can actually live longer and be much healthier.
You could chop some chives on top and they're ready to serve. Slightly different combination, baked eggs and avocado.
Our PhDs, our masters, we're very serious about school. Go Dancer in the Netherlands. So it's a real clean suit here.
However, mental health and well-being have always been the heart of the show, and Chrissy, along with her team, have worked hard to keep this important and sometimes overlooked topic its main focus. This is the one thing that has not changed on the show throughout the years, and we are very proud to bring you the only positive mental health program out there, The Chrissy B Show, entering its season 5.
So guys, that really does bring back memories, and it just shows how far we've come on this program. And when we return, we'll speak to some of our resident guests and their new beginning stories too. So don't go away. Hi, I'm Chrissy B, and my show is all about improving your mental health and being happy. Join me every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 10 p.m. on my channel Sky 203. Visit chrissybshow.tv for more information and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Chrissy B Show. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Chrissy B Show and on our Facebook page, The Chrissy B Show. Welcome back to the newly renovated Chrissy B Show. Tonight is all about new beginnings, and I'm very excited to have my regulars all together on the show. So going right back to the beginning, the first guests that I had on my show that became my regulars were Coach Chris Brown, Jane Rafter, Excel Ashiamomo, Sharon Lawton and Dr. Rob Hicks. Now unfortunately the lovely Jane Rafter couldn't make it today, she's away, but you will continue seeing her on our show. And as you know, unless you've just joined us, of course, and you're a new viewer, Jane is our regular fitness expert on the show, and she comes on here and does exercises in the studio, and she also records small videos, little short videos for us to play for you guys at home, to do your mini workouts at home too. She's a very lovely lady. Sad that she couldn't be with us, but Jane, thank you so much for your contribution to the show. So how amazing is it that we are in our 5th season, guys?
Yes.
How are you?
Oh,
Can you
great.
believe it?
I can't believe it up to now. 5th season since we've been here.
Now, Chris, how has it been for you? Sort of maybe, what do you think about new beginnings in your line of work?
New beginnings in my line of work is essential because, as I always say, I like change. You know, change is a good thing and it takes you to another level. And being on the show itself has been brilliant, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, I can actually remember when we first talked about coming on the show and you said to me about coming on the show and I said, okay, I'd come and it was just meant to be a one-off, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I kind of liked you on the show, so I thought, actually, that's the reason they're all here, because they were really good.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. And since then, I've met a lot of people who actually watch the show and talk about, you know, how they engage with it, the guests that they have on there, and you know how it's changed their life. So it's brilliant. It's great. Great experience.
And it's lovely having you on the show. You're a weekly contributor, aren't you?
Yeah. Thank you.
Now with Dr. Rob Hicks. Hello. Now, I first. Now, you guys are going to have to hold the microphone quite close to you so our viewers can hear you. Now, I first heard you on LBC driving back from somewhere, I can't remember, with my husband.
You came back from Bristol, I think.
I think it was, and I heard you on LBC, and I thought, this gentleman sounds really nice. And I didn't realise how nice you actually were until you came on here.
Oh, bless you, bless you.
Because you're not just a brilliant doctor and a brilliant contributor on the show, you're also very, very good sport. So we just had to put together some best bits from you being on the show, Rob, that we wanted to show you before we have a little chat to you.
This is a new beginning.
Shall we just take a look at this kind of stuff that Rob's managed to get himself into on the show, apart from giving expert advice as well? Let's take a look at this.
I had to bring in this next one because I knew Dr. Rob Hicks was talking today on the show.
We should have got him to model it. Actually, come over here. I know you don't have a mic on, but
look at this. Show us how the doctor
model it for us.
doctor bag.
There you go. Come and stand here. You can model that for us.
Isn't it? This is the doctor bag, right? So for those of us taking our PhDs, our masters, we're very serious about school. It's all about the doctor bag.
Hold it, but you know.
It's a little bit.
Is it stuffed and stuff?
Not big enough for all my...
Really? Oh. That's lovely.
It's a lovely bag.
That's all right, I don't want to spoil your hair or anything.
Where we are, there we go. See,
right, you're going fishing or something.
Ooh, I'm like Deputy Dog from the cartoon there.
So what you're doing now, I'd just like to ask, because once when I went, it was the first holiday that I was having, he's posing for a picture while he shows him, it's okay.
So what do I do, just go down?
Yeah, that's it.
Yay,
and just lean up against the wall, shoulders back, and just hold and just breathe.
So and let's leave Rob there for a minute
30
while
seconds.
you go show us something.
Don't forget the 30 seconds.
Oh, no, I've got it. So you're actually going to do squats again, feet shoulder width apart, and all you want to do is literally go down. 3.
I hope viewers are watching.
4.
Enjoying this.
I am 5. 5 more.
2 more.
2 more.
I do these
and
ones
last
when I'm
one.
tired.
Last one.
Fantastic. Well done.
And underneath this outerwear, if you just remove the jacket, show you this blue suit here. And just face the camera there. We have this blue suit that's not only is it not your classic, you know, black and gray, it's this awesome blue color. It's perfect for this kind of season. So give us a little twirl there. Yes, very nice. Thank you very much. So, and it's this lovely blue here, but you know, we wouldn't put that, actually, no, not bad, not bad. Anyways.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Cool, thank you so much. Thank you.
I love coming on the Chrissy B Show because we always have a lot of fun whilst talking about often very serious subjects, so that we're giving people the information and knowledge to help themselves, but also to help those around them too.
Well, that's Dr. Rob Hicks for us. Good sport and a brilliant doctor.
And on some of the programmes we talked about health, Chrissy, as well, didn't we? Apart from the modelling and
yes, you've just
bending
got
over
really
and
stuck in there.
But I think one of the things for me about health is health. You know, keeping healthy should be fun.
Yeah.
And they do say that laughter is the best medicine. So hopefully, you know, people who've seen our programmes over the series will be laughing a lot.
Yes.
And not needing to see their doctor.
Exactly.
Because it's all about, you know, being, you know, positive about health, even when you're hit with, you know, serious health problems.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important that people see the next stage after, let's say, a stroke or a heart attack as a new beginning rather than an end of a previous life.
Exactly.
And that's the message that you give and that all our guests all give on the programme.
Which is brilliant. Thank you so much. Now, Sharon, don't worry, I haven't got any more videos to surprise our guests, so don't be shocked. So Sharon, you've been with us from day dot, really, haven't you?
Yeah, I think second or third show.
I think it was a third show when the shows were live at the time.
That's right.
Yeah, and I just loved the way you were so passionate about what you were speaking about. So Sharon is our parenting coach. So in terms of parenting, Sharon, how important are new beginnings when it comes to parenting?
Well, I think it's just really exciting. We have so many new beginnings where parenting is concerned, don't we? When you have a new baby and you're starting a new family, but also new beginnings when a sibling comes along, and new beginnings perhaps when you have remarriages and blended families and step families, etc. And they're all new beginnings too. So parenting is a really exciting area where new beginnings are. Well, they could be very, very many different things. So, yeah, fantastic.
And again, you also speak, quite very positively about parenting, because even when there are issues going on in the family, there's always ways to turn things around.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think, you know, parents get a lot of bad press. And, you know, a lot of the times very, very unnecessary. And we have to believe when we're working with alongside families and parents that change is always possible. And I truly believe that it is always possible.
Thank you so much.
That's great.
Thank you, Sharon. And of course, we have our lovely newsreader, Excel. Hello, my gorgeous. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You can put the microphone a bit higher so they're lovely. Don't pretend you're shy now, please.
Well, I am.
Now, Excel is actually the diva of the programme, not me. So tell me, Excel, how do you feel about being on the show and what do you love about it?
Well,
I'm assuming you love it since you've been with us, for so long.
I know. I have been. Yeah, I've been here for. From the very beginning as well. It's been quite interesting because for me it was a new beginning because I think it was at the point, I suppose, in my career where I was sort of taking a little break, and it was like a new start for me to just try something different away from the norm. And I think, you know, getting into TV was definitely a new beginning for me, and it was quite interesting. And I've picked up a few tips and tricks of the trade, and it has been fun all the way. And with all the research I've had to do for the show, etc., it has been hilarious. And yes, I've had fun. I've had a lot of fun, and I'm sure, you know, there's more to come for sure.
And actually, with myself as well, I've learned so much from all of you guys. Actually, every time you come on and the things, you know, that you talk about, it's just been so beneficial. That's one thing I love about doing the show, because I'm here to sort of help people and bring other guests on that will help you in different ways that maybe I can't help you with. But I end up learning so much, and it's so, even though I'm not a parent even, Sharon, but the advice that you give sometimes on the show, I will pass to other parents, and same with the other stuff that you guys talk about. So it's actually really, really good. Now, if there are just a quick couple of words from all of you now, guests watching, viewers watching that may be thinking, for me, I don't think it's worth trying to start again because, you know, maybe I'm a bit older or too many things have gone wrong. What would you say to them? Just very quickly before we go to break.
I think I would say it's never too late to learn something new. For me anyway, because it was like I said, it was a bit of a break from my career, and it was something new, something fresh, something different. And I think as long as you're willing and as long as you're up for a challenge, it's never too late. There's no such thing as I'm too old for that, for sure.
Sharon.
Okay, so parenting, wow, it's just exciting. I think there's never a good time. People try to plan too much. And I think you just got to go for it and just enjoy the journey, because it's a fantastic journey and you learn so much as a parent along the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You do. Rob?
I think from the point of view of health events that people may experience and indeed suffer, use those as a springboard then to do the things that you've always said you wanted to do and have never got round to. And of course, you do that all the time on the show with the different activities that you do. I say, don't put it on your to-do list. Actually get it off your to-do list.
Yeah, it's true, actually. That's a very good point, Rob. Thank you.
Well, I'd say to that every ending is a new beginning. So don't be down about the ends. Start looking forward to the new beginnings. It's great.
And why do you think it's important to have a show like this, Chris?
It's important to have a show like this because there are areas that people will not talk about to somebody else, and they'll sit there and watch this and they'll engage with it. And I've actually met some people in the street who said, I've engaged with this and I thought that section was really good, or since the advice came across with this area, this has made a change for me. So it's been very practical. It's been brilliant.
That's so lovely to hear. Well, guys, you're not going to leave us because we are going to bring our other guests on. But guys at home, also let us know your new beginning, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, a new hobby, or maybe you've moved into a new home, by tweeting us at Chrissy B Show or comment on our Facebook page, The Chrissy B Show, and join in our celebrations. So don't go away, as after the break we'll be speaking to our next batch of regular guests and their opinion of new beginnings in their line of work right here on The Chrissy B Show. So I'll see you in just a moment. Hi, I'm Chrissy B, and my show is all about improving your mental health and being happy. Join me every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 10 p.m. on my channel Sky 203. Visit chrissybshow.tv for more information and subscribe to our YouTube channel Chrissy B Show. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Chrissy B Show and on our Facebook page, The Chrissy B Show. Welcome back, and if you've just joined us, tonight we celebrate the start of a new season for The Chrissy B Show, a new revamp of the show and to all kinds of new beginnings. Now, before the break, we had the oldest faces of The Chrissy B Show. When I say oldest, I mean obviously the people that have been with us the longest, who are still here with us. And now, please welcome my next bunch of favourites on the show. We have Teresa Megan Gregoire, Cynthia Liza Gregoire, Helena Shard, Hannah Richards, Jonathan Farr, and Dr. Nihara Kraus. Hello, guys. How are you all? Very well. Lovely to have you here. So, Megan, you are our makeup expert on the show.
Yes.
New beginnings when it comes to people with makeup. What would you say?
Well, I would say new beginnings are all the time, whether it's a tip or a trick or a new shade of lipstick or blush that you try, you surprise yourself, and that could change your life forever on from that day. So it's about just, being open to learning, and even for the no makeup, where you can build your confidence with maybe a certain technique or trick that you didn't know before.
And Megan, what do you like about coming on this program?
I love, to be honest, I love the makeovers the best, because it's always an adventure, and it's always just a new face and a new personality, and it's just really rewarding seeing, the confidence that comes after you reveal their new look, and I just really love that feeling, and I love seeing the look that that they have at the end.
Okay, and we have your lovely sister next to you here, Cynthia. How are you, Cynthia?
I'm very well, thanks.
Lovely to see you again. And in terms of now, because you're our fashion and stylist expert on the show, so what would you say about sort of new beginnings when it comes to fashion?
Well, I think fashion is one of those creative outlets where you really do have a new beginning, whether it's, a new season or you just want to change up your style overall. So it's a perfect outlet for new beginnings overall.
Okay. And what do you love about being, I'm assuming you'll love being on the show, because that's what I'm asking. What do you love about being on the show?
Well, I love sharing my passion for fashion with your viewers, cliche as that sounds. And I also love the way you let me style you. And I also am very blessed to be on a show with my sister on TV. So
that's
that's
lovely.
really awesome as well.
Okay, brilliant. And next we have the lovely Helena Shard, who is one of our news reporters on the show. So Helena, how are you?
Absolutely fabulous. Thank you.
Now, how do you feel about being on a program like this?
I love being on the show. I've been with you for a while now.
Yes, you have.
And it's brilliant fun. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's great. No, it's great fun. I love obviously working with you. I love working with the gang. I love talking through the news and talking about subjects which are, just highlighting certain topics, which obviously I know will help people.
Yeah.
And
obviously we do speak about sometimes very difficult topics, but
we do
always on every show there's a positive twist to
and it's
to them.
rewarding.
Yeah.
I do like that empathetic side, and friends that have watched the show as well, they find it really rewarding.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah,
Long
I'm
may it
so
last.
glad.
Good.
Okay, so next to you we have the lovely Hannah Richards.
Hi, Chrissy.
She's our resident nutritionist and chef and everything on the show. So you dabble in quite a few things, Hannah, but what would you say, because obviously you do if you've watched the show before, Hannah does our little snippets on the show. We have like recipes that are really healthy and lovely, and I've tried some of them and I have to say.
Oh, good, I hope so.
Great, really nice. In terms of nutrition and sort of leading a healthier lifestyle, what would you say to our viewers?
Well, every day is a new beginning, and it allows us to just be better ourselves in health. So it's all about being the best version of you. And when our health slips, it gives us an opportunity to just be better, and whether that's being fitter or healthier, whatever it is, it's just a great opportunity to see where your body can take you.
And what do you think about having a show like this? How important do you think it is?
I think it's really important because a lot of the health market can be quite elitist. So being able to have a show where people can just watch and get some really serious expert advice in all the different realms that you bring on the experts in mental health, in nutrition, in sports, in business, in all those things, it's really important that people have that really rounded expertise knowledge to listen to and take advice from. So it's fantastic.
I agree with you, Hannah. And we have Jonathan Farrell next to you, who's our business expert on the show. Hello, Jonathan.
Hi, Chrissy. How are you?
I'm so happy to have the show today, and all of you together as well. It's great.
Good to be here.
So you are our business expert. So obviously you deal with people every day on a daily basis, actually jumping into something new for them. What would you say to our viewers about that?
Well, I think in business there are always going to be new beginnings. I'm sure half the panel here obviously have run more than one business and continue to do so. And it's a very, very important element of business to be able to adapt, because in the markets and in the various sectors that we work in, there's always change, now at a faster rate than there ever has been. So being able to adapt and enjoy new beginnings is a fantastic thing, and a fantastic, I guess, attitude to have when it comes business.
Yeah. What about viewers that may be a bit scared of starting a new business? What would you say to them?
I think if you're looking to start your business for the first time, get the right support and help that you need in order for it to be a success.
Yeah.
If you're moving on from a business that might not have been as successful as you wanted it to be previously, then stay focused, stay positive, and make sure you're doing it for the right reasons.
Definitely. Thank you so much. And next to you we have the lovely Dr. Nihara Kraus, who's a psychologist on the show.
Hello, Chrissy.
And it's brilliant to have you here as well. So you come on as our mental health expert, and you basically specialise in so many things. You've spoken so eloquently about everything with so much knowledge. In terms of mental health and people maybe that are feeling down or going through some kind of issue, what advice would you say to them, or what would you say about new beginnings for them?
Well, I think there's two areas that you can look at. One is new beginnings for everyone in terms of increasing and enhancing their mental well-being. So, develop your emotional resilience and look at ways of doing that. And for those who have mental ill health, follow the program. Don't feel so alone, because many of the problems that are discussed are problems shared. Step forward, because there's always a solution.
And how important do you think a show like this is for the viewers?
I think this show is great because it explores difficult mental health issues, but in a very positive way. And I think both your openness, Chrissy, about your own background, together with all the guests you have, provide a very positive role model for people who are often feeling quite alone.
Oh,
so it's great.
Okay. Now, I'd just like a quick word again from all of you here about maybe just for our viewers at home that are feeling like a bit negative, I would say, or maybe, for example, they failed in business, maybe they're a bit depressed, maybe they can't seem to lose weight or get into a healthy lifestyle. In your area of expertise, what would you say to them to give them a little boost, a top tip maybe from each of you?
I'd just say, live the moment, take steps to make a change now, and don't worry about the results. The results will follow.
As long as you do something, get that first
Absolutely.
step in. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Jonathan, quick one from you.
In business, you have to love what you do. It
Yeah.
can't feel like a job. You have to absolutely get up and love what you do. So if you don't love what you do, then it's time for a new beginning in business.
That's a really good point, Jonathan, actually, because you do really need to have the passion, because you are going to face difficult moments.
Many.
And if you don't love what you are doing, it's going to be quite easy to give up on something, isn't it?
Exactly right. Exactly right. So you've got to love what you do, especially in the early stages.
Yeah. Okay. Hannah, people that are struggling in fitness and like, oh, I feel like giving up, don't want to do this anymore.
I would say stop comparing yourself to other people. Whether you want to be thinner or you want to be healthier, you want to be fitter, whatever it is, just concentrate on you. Make one small step, not 10. Do it well and stop comparing yourself to other people.
Brilliant. You see all these pearls of wisdom on this program today? Helena?
I would say, I mean, obviously I'm sharing the news always, but I think...
You've been through a lot in your life.
Yeah, I have been,
You've got your own business and everything.
But I think as individuals, we need to take time out for ourselves.
Yeah.
And
Very
really
important.
learn to love ourselves and understand ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's when we excel.
Okay, she's going to throw the microphone away.
Yeah.
Cynthia, what do you think? Actually, we're going to be featuring you very soon on the show because you've been to Hell and back, actually, haven't you? We won't say what it is now, but Cynthia will be on very soon on our show telling us about something very, very serious that happened to a serious accident and how she turned her life around. What would you say to our viewers in the meantime, Cynthia?
Well, just elaborating on what Helena said, loving yourself and just knowing yourself and being true to yourself and following your heart and your dreams and not letting fear get in the way of that.
Yes, so. Okay. Megan?
I would say that my advice is that
so cute. Look at it.
that beauty comes from within. So also it has to do with confidence, and there's nothing more beautiful than a confident woman. So you're your own worst critic. So that's the thing, is that when you look in the mirror, you're your own worst critic about maybe your looks or your beauty, but be confident, and that's the most beautiful thing.
Brilliant, guys. Thank you so much. So now remember, if you want to share your story, do fill in the form on our website, chrissybshow.tv, or let us know your thoughts or advice on any subject by tweeting us at Chrissy B Show or comment on our Facebook page, The Chrissy B Show. We'll be right back with the newest faces of this program. So see you in a second. Hi, I'm Chrissy B, and my show is all about improving your mental health and being happy. Join me every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 10 p.m. on my channel Sky 203. Visit chrissybshow.tv for more information and subscribe to our YouTube channel Chrissy B Show. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Chrissy B Show and on our Facebook page, The Chrissy B Show. Welcome back to the relaunch of the only positive mental health program out there, The Chrissy B Show. So we've met the old but still young and present faces of this show, and now I would like to introduce the new faces who you at home will be seeing a lot more of. Please welcome our new reporters, Jenny Cortese-Banez and Leanna Lambert. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello.
How are you?
We're great.
It's
beautiful.
Oh. So let's start with you first of all. So
Okay.
you are our new producer.
That's right.
Now, I remember interviewing Jenny, or being in the interviews with Jenny. And I do have to say, I loved her as soon as I met her. She was full of energy, so enthusiastic, and I just knew, she was the one for the show. And also, I remember interviewing Leanna as well. And I'm just so happy that I have you both on the show with me, because I think you're both lovely. I love your personalities. You're very bubbly. And I have to say, before we even talk to them, they both have worked their little socks off to make all this possible today. They've been involved in everything you see here, even the food, the flowers, every single thing. They've both been working really, really hard. And I really want to thank you both publicly for all your hard work. All right, so guys, what does it mean for you to be on this show?
I mean, for me, being I want to be an aspiring presenter, so I learn a lot from you. In fact, from everybody that we see here, I learn a lot. As a producer, it's been an amazing challenge. I've got to say, it's been a challenge, but you know, I'm so happy, and I'm so happy to be part of the show, working with an amazing crew, not only in front of the camera but also behind the camera. It's intense at times, but it's such an honor to be part of the Chrissy B team.
Oh, that's lovely. And how about you, Leanna? What do you feel?
Well, I think Jenny just said it all. But no, for me, it's a new beginning, having just finished university and having my first job in the United Kingdom. I mean, it's like having a new family, basically, because I'm out here by myself. So other than my boyfriend being with me, but you know, it's so nice to feel welcomed and just loved. And you know, the team is great. It's just an amazing experience. The whole thing.
Now tell us your we should do the Oscars or something. Talk us through sort of everything you've been through with the launch, because it has been honestly all that was missing was steam coming off their heads, because they really have been working hard. But what was it like, all the run up to all of this, and what was it like for you? How did you hold it together?
I have to say, it's definitely a team effort. That's the first thing. There's been ups and downs. It's been crazy, last minute things for so many things, even just from the photos you see on the canvases. That yellow wall, it's taken us forever to get sorted.
There's a story behind that wall.
There's a story behind that wall. And yeah, but it's I mean, seeing everything put together tonight, it's quite emotional, actually. That, you know, all your hard work is, you know, it's worth it at the end of the day. So, and of course, all, you know, with your
bossing around.
No, with you leading us, Chris, I have to say. So yeah, you're
I do give them a hard time sometimes when I'm trying to get, you know, when I'm trying to get everything done together, because I have to say, even with the relaunch going on, they've also been putting the regular shows together, because we haven't stopped recording. We're still putting the shows out for you viewers at home. We didn't want to just repeat shows for you. We wanted to still carry on with the regular stuff that we do, bringing new topics to you and helping you guys at home. So basically they've managed to keep it together, which is brilliant.
Thank you.
Now, future, what do you think? Because, you know, there is some stuff coming up on the show.
There's so much in the making. I mean, we have ideas just going off our heads right now. I mean, just in our meetings that we go through every day, the topics are endless, and I think that's what I love most about the show. I was always into news presenting and news reporting as well, but I think this show just gives you a sense of everything, from the business to the makeup to the fashion and health. I mean, it's just endless. I have to say that we have so much in store, so you guys just stay tuned.
Okay.
For me, I think this show, there is no show out there like this that, you know, focuses specifically on positive mental health, and we want to take it to the next level. We're going to go out there, not just in the UK, but, you know, the plans are to go global, so watch out. But I mean, obviously that's to come. But in the near future, we're going to do more road shows, go out there, more on location shootings, and just getting to promote more charities that do good work, local communities. So if you have any ideas, or you think that, you know, we should cover a specific topic, then please do get in touch with us.
Yes. And what are the social media channels, Jenny? Let's test you now. Go on, you guys. Gosh, this is your camera. Go on, you can.
First. Okay. So we have Facebook, which is The Chrissy B Show, Instagram, Chrissy B Show, Twitter, Chrissy B Show, and we have our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, which is Chrissy B Show.
Brilliant. Well done. They passed. Now, we do have another video. Before we close tonight, we want to take a look at the long and very hard journey and the making of the Chrissy B Show relaunch. Let's take a look at this.
Doing a photo shoot for the Chrissy B Show. It's gone really well. We've done 3 shots, all nice head and shoulders, for the new look on the new show. Thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you soon.
Just colorblind.
Oh, you colorblind?
Yeah.
Week to relaunch of the Chrissy B Show.
No, we won't be doing it again. No, we won't be doing it again. No. Sorry. 3, 2, 1.
Say hello to your adoring fans.
Okay. And then she's
Close. Say hi, Leanne. Leanna. Hiya, I'm just doing cutaways.
Oh, okay, fine.
You're just so photogenic, Jenny.
Oh yeah, totally. Thank you.
Don't cut my head. My name is Raphael. I'm the editor and also the visual mixer of the programs.
My name is Carlos. I'm a camera operator.
Can I do it again? Bit nervous. Let me get out. Watch out for season 5.
So you can see all the hard work that went behind the making of this relaunch show. So we're nearly at the end of this program. A bit of a delayed reaction there. But at the beginning of a new chapter. Now I do have to say a few words about why I have asked each one of these lovely people to be regulars on this show. So they have certain qualities that I see in each and every one of them, and I just want to tell you guys what they are. First of all, they have a lot of passion and energy for what they do, and I think that is so important. They really know their stuff and they give great advice every time they're on the program. They're actually genuinely nice people as well. I'm not just saying that. They're really lovely, all of them. And And one of the things that I love most about all of them is I can see how much they really care about other human beings, which is the whole basis and foundation of why we do this show in the first place, because we all care and we want to see your life moving forward. So we really believe in you. We believe you can make it. And even if you think you've really messed up, it's never ever too late to start again. So I'm really excited about the future of this program, and I really hope you are too. And we also want you to be a part of it, so don't forget, if you have a story to tell us, an experience to share to help educate, inspire and motivate, please do get in touch with us on the usual channels. So you can fill in the form on our website, chrissybshow.tv, and you can also tweet us at Chrissy B Show or comment on our Facebook page, The Chrissy B Show. And don't forget also to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Chrissy B Show, and you can watch all the latest shows and videos and like also our new Instagram account. Guess what it is? Chrissy B Show. Oh, that was a mouthful. Okay. And also I have to say, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank eFlorist for providing us with this beautiful flower arrangement here on this table. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm very tempted to take it home tonight. And please do visit their website, eflorist.co.uk, for more information. And also thank you to John Dawson of Dawson Flowers, the florist who created this masterpiece in front of us. And you can also visit their website on dawsonflowers.com for more details. And finally, we'd like to give a massive thank you to Greggs in Finsbury Park for their generosity in providing us with some delicious treats for us to enjoy in our celebrations tonight. So special thanks to Paul Timothy from Greggs too. So I hope you've enjoyed the Relaunch show tonight and learnt something too. So here's to new beginnings, everyone. Raise your glasses. New beginnings. New beginnings. And we'll see you again next time on the Chrissy B Show. Bye-bye from all of us. Bye. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.